Okay. I'm just apparently going to continue to randomly go live. And I'm still not smart enough to set my tripod up before I go live. Now, it'll be all right. Okay. Give people a couple of minutes here to join while I continue setting up my tripod. Something that I should have done before I started this. Well, hello. Don't mind me, I'm still setting up my tripod. That's better. I think I'm set it up now. Come on now, fella. What are you doing with your life? It's just not behaving. Scamazon special. At your service. Hello, Blake the Collector. How you doing? Long time no smell. Oh, where's the pizza? Did you bring the pizza today? Oh, I'm all right. Keeping busy. It just rained because, well, we live in Ohio, so why not rain and make it miserable and wet so we can't do anything? Holy crap, it just jumped to 4 people. Welcome, everybody. No pizza tonight. That ain't no good. Welcome, everybody, to the live. Feel free to drop any questions or anything you may have. Let's see here. I think I'm on live chat, but I am not sure because I don't know how. Nope, I am not. Live chat. That is better. Hang on a minute. There we go. Yeah, I had to move some stuff around some. Hello, how you doing? That's not straight and it's gonna bother me. There we go. No pizza. I'm out of here. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna leave since there's no pizza. Daggone, Blake. Come on now. No, I'm just keeping up my stats. Instead of doing Sunday lives, I'm going to start just randomly living during the week, I think, because, well, I don't get hardly any people Sunday evening, and now it's getting light enough out and nice enough, I can just kind of do it during the week sometime, in the evening, and people seem to join and be more interested. So we're going to go with that as people kind of leave, but that's okay. They'll come back, or somebody will. What's everybody up to? Let's see here. Well, what should we work on next, guys? I just brought my last project that I was working on back over here. Mike, you might be hearing a message from me on the Parts 140. That would be good. Come on and get it. The picture is blurry. Ding dang it. Let's do that. What's it doing now? What are you doing, phone? Is the picture still blurry? Let me know if it's looking better. I tried to fix it. But I don't really know what I'm doing. Back up over here a little bit. Perfect. What I did must have fixed it then. Get that out of frame. Okay. I'm thinking, guys, the next thing I'm going to be working on is this Craftsman piece of stuff over here. I went and bought a transmission for it yesterday. So I think for the first time it's going to appear on YouTube because it's really kind of fun, and yeah, you guys might be interested in seeing it, especially once it runs again. That would be really nice. It's been sitting for months. I've had it for several years, and I don't think I've had it usable for more than a month or two at a time. It always breaks. Love my collection. Very cool. Well, thank you. I've got a few. I'm still trying to downsize. I'd like to sell. I think I've got 6 more I want to sell. Seven more I want to sell. And then I've got, I think, 3 more that I'm looking to buy. And I want to get some and get rid of some and do some different wheeling and dealing to get to where I want to be. But yeah, I'm working on things slowly, restoring some, just rebuilding some. When they're in decent enough shape mechanically, just leave them how they are. But yeah, not doing a ton of restorations at a time is the problem. If I had a bunch of money, I'd do 2 or 3 a year. Do you know what all's missing on the parts 140? Well, I think we went over this last week somewhat, but I think the front bumper, front grille, the rear plug for the 3-point top link, but that's missing on every 140. I think I only have 1 or 2 that has it. Okay, I have 5 140s and only one of my 140s has that. Let's see here. Probably missing some engine tins. Oh, no hood and seat. Some of the little trim stuff, but gas tank and battery tray missing. Well, I mean, I'm 15 feet from it. I'll walk over and look. It's sitting right over here. Sitting beside this turd of a cub right here. Yep, they're both missing, but I'm pretty sure I have another gas tank I could send with it. I do not have a battery tray though. I don't know if you could hear me. No battery tray or gas tank in it, but I probably have an extra gas tank I could send with it. I'm not sure, though I would have to check. Move back forward a little bit. Oh boy. So this spring I'd like to get all these tractors out in the yard, take some pictures, reorganize the shop here, or the storage barn, I guess is what this more like is. So would you guys like to see me try and do a video doing that, or just put pictures on YouTube when I do it? And I saw somebody else. That'd be nice if possible. Yeah, I'd have to check. I'm pretty sure I've got an extra over there. But, well, I parted out that 120, but I think the gas tank was junk. I think I still have the gas tank from that 112 I parted out, though. Got an old scrub 128. She's rough. Oofsies. Yes, on the video. All right. Come spring, once it dries out a little bit, it's far too muddy right now, and it's not nice enough. I want to wait till we got leaves on the trees and whatnot, get decent backdrop and what have you. And yeah, we'll see. Maybe I can get somebody to come over here and help me do it. You guys will see the video that I'm going to talk about here in a minute. I think Sunday, if I remember right. But I built another sleeve hitch, lift, drawbar thingy-majigger to move tractors around. Video on building one when I did it. So I will video so you guys could see how I did it. But now I can have 2 people running tractors moving things around. How hard is it to find a textured seat for a patio with no cushion? Without a cushion? I don't really know. I see them occasionally, but I don't really look for them either, so I'm sure you could probably find one on eBay. For a while there was several patio seats on eBay, but I haven't really looked lately because I'm not going to buy just a seat and put a new cushion on it because that's expensive, and I don't want something super nice because I'm going to sit on it and use it occasionally. So I want kind of originals that are kind of rough, just like my orange and my blue. My yellow is a newer one. I think it might be a Hapco repop, that or a new old stock is what I was told when I bought it. I need a red patio hood and seat, and I'll have all four, and I don't really need any more, so. I'm sure you could get them. I've seen them. I mean, the last time I looked for them on eBay, there was 2 or 3 different hoods and a couple of different seats. Of course, they were all kind of rough. I really don't know. I mean, other than that, you just kind of have to watch Marketplace, maybe Craigslist, and keep your peepers on eBay, because they're out there. You just got to be right place, right time to get a good deal. Looking at eBay now. Well, let me know what you find. Let me know if you find a red set, because I need a red set. What do you guys think for colors for the patios? What did they call them? Patios? Yeah, they were custom color patios. We call them patios now. I think they were originally custom color is how they were advertised. But it's just the white paint with different color hood. What do you guys think paint hood color wise? I'm going to have the 112 blue. And I'm thinking maybe 120 yellow and the 140 red and the 110 orange. What do you guys think? What's your favorite color patio? We'll start there. I think I like the blue the best. Favorite color is orange and red. Yeah. How many colors were available? Only seen the blue. They had the blue, they had yellow, orange, and red. So they just had the 4 colors total. They had other experimental colors, but they never produced them. They had like 50 colors or something they were experimenting with, and they went with just the 4. They went spruce blue, April yellow, or April orange. Shit, I don't remember. April yellow sounds right. I don't remember the colors. It was the 4 colors: blue, red, yellow, and orange. I don't remember exactly what they were called. I know the blue was spruce blue, and one of them was April something or another. I don't remember which color it was. I can't remember nothing. And sunset orange. So it was probably April yellow and patio red, I think, is what the 4 colors were. But don't quote me on that. Just, yeah, I can't remember no more. Blake the Collector, if you want to come buy this 140 project or patio parts tractor project, whatever, that would get me down to 4 140s. That one's the only 140 I'm really interested in selling right now, that patio parts tractor. If I was smart, I'd sell more than that, but I've got the 270 patios. I got a 71, a 73, and a 74. All H3s, of course. I don't do H1s, except for the 120s. Thinking about it, just got to sell 314 and 116. Yeah. Well, don't look at me. I don't want either of them. I need to get less tractors, not more. As you see, I've got lots of things in the middle. Behind me here, I got a Gravely and a snowmobile in the middle. And up here, I got a 140, 400 Craftsman, Gravely, 80 cart, and 112 patio. And ideally, I'd like to have nothing in the middle. But, you know how all that goes. Everybody here is aware of all that rigmarole. I'd like to get me a 12 by 12 by 4 pallet racking shelf with 3 shelving units to put back here along this wall to put all the attachments on, and then I could park some stuff underneath of it. Put the lawn sweeper under it and the rake and maybe the double gang disc, log splitter or something like that, just to have a little more space. Then everything else can go up on the other shelves. Put the snowmobile up on the top. Everybody here know about my current financial situation. Broke, duh. Don't you see the sea of tractors? Anybody with this many tractors in this condition is probably broke. So what's y'all's favorite model of garden tractor? What's your favorite garden tractor? Somebody asked me last week if I could only have one, what would it be? And I don't know. I like 200 series, but I might have to go with a 140 because they are really nice. I just wish they weren't hydro. Are the battery trays in a 110 the same as the 140? I think they are. 318, that's your favorite? I think I'm going to have to go. I mean, I really do like the 140s. They are a nice looking tractor. They're functional. I did post a poll and I saw what everybody voted already. Does anybody want to build a prototype 120? And I tagged a video. I'm thinking when I build that, I would also like to build a 140 gear drive. Still keep it H3. Keep the dual brakes, hydraulics, everything like that, and just put a 2300 Peerless in it. Like the collector, 140 H3 and 332. I do like the 140s. I could do with 2 though. Get good used, racking, never get new. It's a lot of money. Yep. I know. I'm trying to find used, like you say, good used, and right now it's hard to find. I was talking to a guy that had used advertised, but he said all he has is new. Well, idiot. But anyway, I want to find one at like a farm sale or something, but I'm going to be kind of picky on my size, so I can't just go buy any one of them that I find. I'd like to get something that fits what I'm doing and will work. Would love 332 as well. A little more money. Yes, that is for sure. All the open frames are pretty much more money, except for the open frame 316. Nobody likes those. All it is an underpowered H1 318, and not rare, not worth anything, and it's still got an Onan engine. There's 2 316 hydros. There's the 316 Onan and 316 Kohler. The 316 Kohler was made 1 year. It was a 317 with a 16 horse Kohler, like what a 216 has. Basically a 316 Kohler is a 300 that's rebadged. We're just using up extra parts from building the 300, and so I'm not going to say they're rare, but they're not as common to find. And I had one, sold it to John. He finished it. I mean, he didn't redo it. He just put the engine together and whatnot. And he's used it a little bit, but he just doesn't use it a lot, it appears. Didn't they call that a 316K? Yes, they did. I'm not sure if the factory did that, but collectors do 15K. Just for 316 Kohler. I think I know it's a way better tractor than the 316 Onan. It's an H2 versus an H1, and it's got Kohler instead of the Onan. The Onan engines are junky. They're good engines when they're running. They have good power and they're torquey, but they're just not reliable. They're just junky. Didn't they call it 316K? Hey, you just told me that, you stupid thing. I don't know why what this thing, anyway, I don't remember what I was saying, but, oh yeah, the Onins are just junk. I don't like them. Kohlers are the best engines out there. And, yeah. Are the Hapco patio seats any good? Don't know. Never bought one. I'm pretty sure they're, well, they better be darn good for the money. We'll just put it that way. I think when they did the new seat covers, they were like $400 or $500 for just the covering, just the fabric. You can't buy the whole seat, so they had better be good. I know a guy who had a bunch of them and he likes them. You can't really tell the difference. So, is an 18-horse Magnum a stock engine in a 317? No, it is not. The 317 had a Kohler KT17 17 horsepower opposed twin. Magnum would be something somebody else put in there. It was not even a correct replacement. If you took your 317 for a new engine, they put a Onan in it. Just sold 316 Hydro last week. We talking a 316 Onan? Have I ever owned a 330 or any Yanmar diesels? I did have a Yanmar diesel engine once. Somebody traded it for a Kohler Magnum, I think. 18, something like that. And then I sold it. But I've never had a factory diesel garden tractor that's a deer. I did have a Yuck Scrub. It was a diesel. That thing was a piece of junk. Just sold, yeah. Owned. Currently have a 316 Onan now. Oh, no power steering, Onan engine, H1. Just not a usable tractor. The only thing you can do with that is mow your yard. I mean, you can till with it. Not functional for what I do. I would never buy one of those. I've been offered them a couple times. I think, it was 2-3 years ago now. I was offered one for, I think, $250. And I have no interest. It didn't run or nothing, been sitting in the weeds. But I've seen a lot of people advertising them way more than they're worth, that's for sure. Just bought about 30 more John Deere, all different kinds. You just bought 30 at a time? Is that what you just said? Help me understand. You want to buy 7 more? Well, I got 3 Graveleys and 4 Deers. Oh, no, I got 3 Deers, a Cub, and 3 Graveleys to sell. Man, I'm running low on John Deere's to sell. That's fine. I'll start buying some more to sell here. If Trump gets back in, with Biden, nobody can buy nothing. Nope, parts patio is on hold. Say what now? Behind, not sure what happened. I don't see nothing. Back to work. Talk to you later. See ya. Holy crap. The count just jumped from 7 to 2. See ya. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what YouTube is up to, but sure. Why not? Don't miss the video on this 140. It won't be this coming Sunday. No. Hang on. Yeah, it won't be this coming Sunday, but it'll be the next one. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm going to try to maintain doing 2 videos a week as long as I've got content. Local guy passed away and I bought all his stuff. Wow. Get anything good? patios, anything like that. Man, this stupid count on YouTube is just jumping all around. You got it running, question mark? Well, I worked on it, we'll put it that way. I guess you'll just have to wait for the video to come out for any other details. I wouldn't want to take away your suspense. I do need to shove it back out and get the 400 back out. I need to fix the 400 again. The ding-dang 400's not charging. No spoilers. Come on now. Nope, no spoilers. I will spoil something here. We need to get the 400 back in there eventually because it ain't charging the battery. Great. Anyway, that'll be down the road a little bit further. I actually need to get that done soon because, man, that thing takes a lot of juice to run. Do you know if John Deere still sells the 72-pound starter wheel weights? I doubt it. They don't sell nothing for these old garden tractors. I've checked for wheel weights of different sorts. I don't know if I've checked for those, but I'm pretty sure they don't. They don't sell anything. And now that even if old dealers had those on the shelf or in storage somewhere, now that out here, AgPro bought all the dealers in the surrounding states. So all that inventory is just who knows where. Probably somebody's throwing it away or hoarding it for themselves. Hard telling. But I doubt you'll be able to find anything for these tractors except seals and gaskets at the John Deere dealer. Sad John Deere away tractor now. The smaller one, lawn tractors are. You can still get a decent garden tractor, but they're nothing like the old ones, that's for sure. Look here, phone. Knock that off. Ding dang tire won't stay up on that thing. Oh well. The older ones could pull a house off the foundation. Yeah, if you could find the traction, that's for sure. These old tractors will outwork. Man, people think so highly of their piece of shit compact Kubotas. I can work circles around them with any one of these tractors. Compact Kubotas are junk. All Kubotas are junk, but especially the compact ones. Still going through all of it. It's all right with you. Want to get to it? Can I ask you some questions? Sure. As long as you'll answer me this. Do you have a 71 110 or 12 hydraulic or a 1970 110 hydraulic patio? Those are the three I'm looking for. Also a 75 214 parts tractor, but nah. You're going to be at Lancaster Show this year? I will be Saturday. I'm not coming down the whole week. You're going to use the hood and seat on the 7140 for the restored 140. No, I'm going to do, or I would like to do red on the 140 I'm redoing, but I might do yellow on it since I have those and do red on a 120. The hood and seat that are on the 1970 140 patio are for this. You see the seat on it is junk and the hood is okay. So I'll have an extra hood and then that seat for it. That is the plan anyway. It's fairly firm. You're welcome to make an offer, but I'm not going to give it away. It is still a 1970 H3 patio, which is a pretty rare tractor. Just got an Alice Charmer 610 less than an hour ago. Oh, I'm sorry for you. No, they're actually not bad. Simplicity made those. They're not. Simplicity's a decent tractor. I've had a couple, had experience with a couple. They're not as good as a John Deere, but I do like the Simplicities. Which patio are you selling? The screen froze. Screen shouldn't be froze. It's just I'm not moving the camera. I'm selling this one right here. 1970 140 patio. Man, that lighting is actual garbage. Let me get over here to the other side. Screen is very blurry. Yeah, it'll straighten out here in a second once I quit moving around. I ain't got the best service out here. We don't get great intranet out here like city people do, or people that pay the big bucks, I guess. Where do you get your paint for patio? I got mine at Wally World because that's the cheapest. It's not going to be the best. I'm hoping it'll kind of fade and turn yellow like the crappy paint does, because it looks about the right color on here, but on the other tractor it's super white, so I don't know what the deal is. I'm hoping it'll kind of turn a little yellowy so it's the correct color. Yeah, on this one it looks perfect. I mean, that looks amazing. But on the other 140, it does not look that good. Yeah, you can see kind of the 140 right there, but not very well. It doesn't look very good yet. I haven't found good paint. It should be more this color, like an eggshell white. I can't find nothing. Deere has the paint code copyrighted or patented or whatever the charnation you want to call it, and so nobody else is allowed to make it and call it that. But Deere is too damn stupid to make it themselves. So, you know, we just got to kind of guess. And I mean, you can have paint mixed, but that's so expensive. Maybe James P might know. Yeah, ask him. I didn't even think about that. I'm sure whatever he uses is pretty pricey though too. I still do like that 71 10 patio he's got, hydraulic. Any chance anyone here has a 11, 14 to 14 horse Briggs single cylinder motor for sale? Vertical shaft. Vertical shaft. What kind of lawnmower are you putting that in? I thought a 610 was more of a garden tractor. I guess I don't know. Nope. Yep. I don't have, well, the only vertical shaft stuff I have is this Craftsman that's back here, and it's got, I don't know, like an 18 horse twin, but it isn't for sale. Simplicity Rider or JD S92. Ah, I see. Yeah, I don't mess with any of that, just lawnmower stuff. Everything I've got's heavier duty garden tractor, except, like I said, that stupid Craftsman thing. It was given to me, and I'm not supposed to sell it, but, you know. 610 is considered a garden tractor, but only has a 10 horse from the factory. Motor actually runs, but needs carb cleaned. Yeah, that's what I had thought. 10 horse is plenty of power for a garden tractor. I mean, unless you want to be stupid and do weird things. But, I mean, 10 horse is all the 112 has in it. And that's a heck of a good tractor. I can do a lot of stuff with that. Ten horse. I think being a Simplicity is what an Alice is. I think that would have, or no, the 610, that might be new enough that it does have the Kohler K-Series in it. Let me know. Is it the Kohler or is it a Briggs? I think it's going to be a Kohler, isn't it? I know the newer ones had the Kohler K-Series, but the older ones, they like to use Briggs. Just don't get a Kohler 8 horse. They are not the best. Well, they are the best. They're just not the most powerful there, Blake. You're kind of inaccurate, but they're good, darn good engines. Briggs from factory. 610. Huh. What year is that? I thought that that would be new enough to have a Kohler in it. Yeah. Blake, 8-horse Kohlers are great motors. They don't have a ton of power because, well, they're the smallest one you could put in these later ones. They're still a good engine. You can do quite a bit of work with them. You just can't do it as fast. I don't know. Have to look at the serial tag, find out what year exactly. Okay. I was off looking at a Alice, which is a Simplicity, the other day, spoiler alert, for looking for a transmission that I can use in the 120 prototype that I'm planning to build. I want to find something that I can run the rear lift linkage past for the gear drive. And yeah, what Alan used didn't work. He didn't have space to run that past. I want everything to be 100% functional. I don't want to lose one thing to gain another. So I'm going to try to make everything 100% functional. So I've been doing some planning and thinking, but I still got a little ways to go. That's for sure. Okay, let's see here. Any other? Oh, hello. How you doing? We got Corey. How you doing? Oh, now we got. Good night, everyone. Mike, thanks for your time. Take care. See you later. Oh, now we're up to 5 fellers. Everybody who's just showing up, feel free to drop questions down in the comments. We're just kind of talking over here, I guess. Oh, now we're down to 4. Lewis probably left. Oh, nice. Interesting. Oh, people are sending me tractors for sale here, and well, I shouldn't. I change the tires and rims around from tractor to tractor, but I do not change tires around from rim to rim. It's like $8 or $10 a piece to have them switched, and it's worth my time not to do it, or worth my money not to do it. They're a royal pain in the butt. So I just take it to the local tire shop. When I have a bunch I need switched around or tubed or whatever, I'll just take them somewhere and have a bunch done at once. Wonder what the rarer patio color is. Well, it's supposed to be yellow, but I don't really know. I've seen more yellow than blue lately. Orange is the most common, supposedly, anyway. Supposed to be the most common, and I've seen the most orange. I guess yellow is supposed to be the least common, and then red and blue are kind of chilling in the middle. I don't really know. I mean, I like them all, but blue is definitely my favorite. Yeah, it looks tough to do. Yeah, it's a royal pain in the butt. I like the yellow and orange ones. Yeah. Change tires myself really hard. Yeah, the bigger the tire, the easier it is. These front tires, man, they are a royal pain to stretch over a rim, especially when they're old and hard or new and hard. The worn out soft ones are the easiest, but they're still a royal pain in the butt. They're just so small. So I just take it and let them put it on the machine at the tire shop. And yeah, I don't mess with it anymore. I used to, but it takes me, an hour where they can do it on their machine in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm assuming it's pretty easy to restore 140 patio, but never done it. How is it? Oh, well, restoring these is pretty easy. Probably the hardest part, hang on a minute here. Yeah, darn cat. Okay, had to kick the cat off the patio seat. He looked like he was about to throw up. He's been sick. Anyway, probably the hardest part is, well, heck, I don't even know, is not scratching the paint when you go back together. That is the hardest part. I mean, everything else is really not hard. Obviously, taking it apart's the easiest part. And all you do is take it apart, sandblast it if you want to go that route, or like I've been doing, just kind of clean things up and paint over. I did sandblast the patio 140 up there. I think that might have been my mistake with having that paint turn out a different color, because obviously on the test paint I didn't sandblast anything. So, I mean, what I do is I just take it apart, pressure wash the snot out of it, sand it, just make it smooth, knock down any high spots, make it all look smooth and not, so you can see different paint levels. And then toss some primer on a few spots and just throw paint on it. It's really super easy. I let it dry, put it back together. Rebuilding the engine, it's not really hard. It's just more time consuming, complicated, I guess. But yeah, probably the hardest part of a restoration is putting it back together without scratching the paint. As you guys have seen, I did the 216 last year and this 140 2 years ago, and I didn't actually do a very good job on this 140, so it's just kind of painted. I did mechanically restore it, or I did the engine anyway. I guess I didn't touch the trans. I changed the oil and ignored it. But yeah, I mean, it just depends how far into it you want to get. If you want to do like I did with this, paint everything, well, it's mostly together, take a few things off. Or with the 216, take it mostly apart, or with what I'm doing with the side tag over there, I took every nut and bolt out of it, and I mean, it's still not hard. Have to take my K161 I'm rebuilding to the shop to be bored. Got it fully disassembled and painted. Should not have painted it before you took it to the shop, but sure. I'm just thinking with the amount of rust on the 70, paint would look different, color in some areas, may primer over the old paint. Yeah, what happened with this tractor is it looks like they sandblasted it, put some primer on it, and then it sat outside for years. So it's just, I'd say the easiest way to go. I think what I would do is I'd take a light wire wheel and go over the whole thing, just knock the rust off. If it's not smooth, sand it, prime it again, and paint it. But, I mean, it's up to you if you're the one doing it, I guess. Do you replace the governors on Kohler K-Series you rebuild? Some folks do it to be safe because the nylon fails over time or something. I have not yet, but I am getting real close to starting because I've had a few that have governor failures, not the ones I've done. One thing you do have to watch is the activator arm for the governor. It's a little T-shaft looking doodad that comes out of the block that your governor arm is on. Make sure, because that's just riveted together, make sure you cannot move that little piece back and forth on the round shaft. It should be completely solid and still. If you can move it at all, replace the shaft. And I mean, the governors, I've never really had a big problem with the governor itself, but it's probably worth replacing just so you don't have to tear the motor down again. That's my opinion though. Does it have a cigarette lighter? Let me check. Yep, it has a cigarette lighter. I think only about half of my 140s have cigarette lighters. I thought it was more common than it seems to be. Thanks for letting me know. Yep, sure. Yeah, I've had a few that are sketchy, so I would just replace it while you're in there because you got to take everything out to get back to it the easiest way. So you might as well just do it the right way the first time so you never have to take it back apart. And then if the old one's good, if you've had it running, put it on a shelf. If you get a tractor with a bad governor, you can put a used one in it. That is my unprofessional opinion. Are you kidding me, you stupid cat? Oh, he quit. Okay. My cat's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He was trying to reach the gooseneck from the ground, standing on his hind legs trying to get it. I wished I'd got you guys over there quick enough, but he stopped. Oh, now he's climbing on the trailer to walk out to the end of the gooseneck. Okay, I'll bring you guys over here. Well, that's not very good quality at that zoom. Oh well. Never heard that before. Sharp as a bowling ball. Yeah, bowling balls aren't sharp. They're round, they're smooth. I can't believe you ain't never heard that. That's what Foghorn Leghorn said. I said that bowl's about as sharp as a bowling ball. Like my neighbor. 11 garden tractors. You're good in there. I don't know, I've lost count. Smooth brained. He's as sharp as a bowling ball too. Let me count my tractors here in my brain stem here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I guess I'm down to 26. Unless I miscounted, because I'm trying to pay attention to the live chat too. Yeah, I don't know. I only have 5. Oh. Yeah, I'm on a cell 7 of the ones I've got. I'd like to get back down around 2022, somewhere like that. When I had 22 tractors, I had a lot more space, we'll put it that way. Around 20 is where I was when I first moved into this building, and I don't think I had anything in the middle. It was a lot cleaner and nicer in here. Less junk laying all around. Holy crap, I'm getting a bunch of comments. That's a lot. Yeah, I was up to almost 50 at one point. I had this line here. I had another line backed in up to it. I had 2 backed up in the back there. I had a row outside. I had a lot. I only have 2 garden tractors plus some lawn tractors. Want more though. More impressive number is my 22 chainsaws. Jeez. You got all kinds of chainsaws, or you collect one brand, or what? I think I'm overcrowding you with the amount of questions on the 140. But how's the wiring harness? It's like $250 on Hapco. I don't know. I would just rewire it myself if I was you. I'm sure it's usable, but it looks like it could be usable, but it's not great by any means. I would just rewire it myself though. It's pretty easy. And I haven't done the rewiring on the 317 yet. Told you guys I would do that when I lived last week, but I haven't brought it over yet. I still need to bring that over and do that. Bring the 200 and 208 over and get them going again. Bring this Gravely over and get it charging. I need to bring that 140 back over, fix stuff. I need, and do another video obviously. Bring the 400 over, get it charging. Bring the Craftsman over, put the transmission in it. This summer I'm going to redo the 212 and hopefully finish up the 140 patio and maybe the side tag. Next summer I'll do the 120 or the 120 patio. We'll see. Yeah, I got a ton of projects. Ooh, Biden moment up in here. Anyway, a few brands: McCullough, Homelight, Echo. No John Deeres, huh? Yeah, I've got, well, my dad and I have a John Deere. I bought it, but I gave it to him because he kind of wanted one. So we got a John Deere and got a Homelight. And then we got some Steels that we use. I had a McCullough, but I didn't like it. I ended up selling it. I actually do have a John Deere chainsaw, but it's maybe Echo. Oh, I see. Yeah, we got a few neat John Deere pieces like that. We got a chainsaw. We got several push mowers. Got a weed eater. Let's see here. Of course, the garden tractors. Here's a better question. What's your favorite one of the chainsaws, or don't you use them? I guess you could still have a favorite, but which is your favorite to use and which one's your favorite just in general? Interesting. What size bar you got on that? I'd like to get me a new, new. In general, I love them all. I'd like to get me a, quote, new, but just new to me, used. Probably Steel or Deere, probably Steel to use, chainsaw with like a 20-inch bar, 20 something. Only a 12. It's a small saw. Yeah, apparently. Wouldn't cut much of a tree down around here with that. We've got a, oh, what the hell is ours? I think we got a 30-inch bar for one of our saws. And we've had trees so big, we go around it twice, once above the other time, take those chunks out, go all the way around it again, and it still doesn't fall. We've had a couple like that. Have a 20-inch on my Makita. Yeah, I'd like to get something more like a Steel, more name brand, you know. And, I mean, better quality. Husqvarna, ugh. Dad has a 3-foot bar on his Husqvarna. Holy macaroni and cheese. That's a decent bar. I have a 48-inch on my 214. Mr. Smart Aleck, huh? I don't think you're going to be mowing very large trees with that though there, pal. I want to buy a new Steel Farm Boss with 20-inch bar. Yeah, I don't really want a new one, but I'd like to get something like that. Something along them lines anyway. So once I get this 140 all situated right here, you guys want to see a pressure washing video on it? It's pretty doggone dirty. Or should I just wash it by myself? I don't know if that'd be super interesting to you guys or not. I don't have an opinion on that. Okay. This tripod is actually a piece of crap. My other one's a piece of junk, but this thing blows it out of the water. Power wash the 70-140, no reason why. Well, why would I pressure wash the 70-140? Especially the parts tractor. I do need to wash pretty much everything this spring when I get it all out of the barn. So maybe I'll spend a day pressure washing stuff and then spend a day getting stuff out or something. Don't know. Uh-oh. Supposedly I can get a tiller or front blade / plow for my AC 610. Should be able to, yeah. You should do a video of lining them up and washing them. Yeah. Let's see here. Where could I put them all? I don't know if I have a spot that I can get to with the hose where I can line them all up to wash them all, but that would be a good idea. Yeah, all of them this spring. Yeah, if I just took them right over here, lined them up in a few lines, wouldn't have to go clear over there, but sun doesn't come over here as nicely as it does in the front. You know, I keep saying I'm going to do things this spring, but spring is here. I mean, it's approaching. It's getting to summertime soon. I mean, it's like 70 degrees right now. It was 80 today, 80 yesterday. How do you clean out fuel tanks if you do? I usually take the lazy way out. I take them off, run them under the hose, you know, slosh some water around in them and dump them out, and then just put an inline filter. The correct way is to use some diesel fuel or some gasoline or something potent like that and put like a chain or rocks or hardware in the tank and shake it around for a while, not just like a minute like I do with the hose. Shake it around, I mean, for a long time, half an hour. A lot of people put them on the wheel of something and drive around and then dump it out. A lot of people do that, but yeah, I just wash it out with a garden hose and throw an inline filter in, because I mean that's all I need to do. Occasionally I'll have to do it a different way, but usually that's all I need, and I'm lazy, so that's just how I do it. I use Evaporust once. How did that work for you? Okay, I've never used Evaporust. Does it even work? Be quiet, chair. Yeah, it does. Cool. I might have to try it on something. I try to do everything the cheap way though, because I don't have a lot of money and I have a lot of tractors that I got to keep working on. So I try and do everything as cheap as I can without doing it, you know, wrong, I guess. Works good for tools too. Oh, Do you like, oh, you know, this fat kid over here. Kid, you look like you love Twinkies. I don't have much money either anymore after buying a truck. Yeah, I know, I just bought a truck, a second truck, recently also. I hate Twinkies. I can't say I've even ever had a Twinkie, but I don't really like candy. I found an early 70s 210 that has been sitting in a barn for like 15 years, judging by the smell of the gas and the amount of bird crap on the hood. Well, they didn't make a 210 in the early 70s. The first year was 75, so mid 70s. But I get your drift. Do you know what year it is? It's easy to tell if it's an early one. What do we got? Oh, we got sunset. No wonder it's looking pink in here. I don't know what this kid over here is. Sam. Fat boy. Looks like he's about 12. About every live, he shows up and just says, "Do you like Twinkies?" and probably leaves. I don't even know. He would be the kid that if the white creeper van showed up with candy, he would come running to it. Close enough. I think it's 78. Oh, so it's a late 70s there, bud. Not early 70s. Yeah, unless you're picky and have to have first year production, or you're stupid, or you don't know any better, don't buy a 75. Unless you're just going to use it and not ever take the platform off. Taking the platform off of a 75 200 series, oh, it's a task. It's a pain in the butt. Same with a later 100 series, 110, 112 with the brake pedal. Oh man, you do not want to have to do that. I know I don't, but I'm going to have to this year. How is it different? So, you know, the later ones, 76, ooh, what am I thinking? 76 forward, the brake just bolts on 2 bolts like the clutch. Well, 75 200 series and the later 100 series, it has just a round shaft and it just slides in and sits in the frame, but it's still got the ear that comes up for the brake linkage, and the hole in the platform isn't big enough for that to come through coming straight out. So you got to peel the platform away enough to get that out of the frame, and it sits in there good and deep because you want it to be stable. And so yeah, you got to freaking peel the platform away enough to get that all the way out. Of course, first you got to unhook the linkage, which is against the frame, and then you got to fish the pedal through. I think I've gone down through before, not up out. Just a royal penis and a patootus. What state are you in? Ohio. I was going to say something, but I don't remember what it was. So, oh yeah, I think I have pictures of a 75 brake pedal in the community section somewhere. I might be lying. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I had posted them for somebody at one point though, so you might be able to see them. Hope I don't have to take the platform off my 73 110. Yeah, me too. I had to take it off a 74 112. First one I did, first time I did it. It's actually the one that John has. Took the platform off to pull the trans because that was the correct way apparently. Now I know better and I can do it without pulling the platform. But, oh my goodness. Taking it apart wasn't the worst part. It wasn't even that horribly bad. It was a pain in the butt, but it wasn't the worst part. Putting it back together, oh man. To put all that back together, it took all 3 of us, me, my dad, and my brother. And I think it took us like an hour to get that stupid thing figured out. So, yeah. They're not fun. Now, I haven't done one in a few years because I try to avoid them, but they might be easier now that I've got more experience. That's why I haven't restored any of the 75s yet. I haven't done nothing with them because I really, really don't want to take the platform off. It's a pain in the butt. I do pretty much everything myself now, so when I redo this 212, I don't think it's even scientifically possible for me to be able to put the platform and the brake pedal back on without scratching the shit out of the paint somewhere. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do, but it ain't going to be good. So, yeah, we'll see, I guess. did not plan to be doing this for this long, but we still got people asking questions and hanging out, so I ain't gonna kick y'all out. Yet. Try and keep y'all seeing different things occasionally. The bad thing on the 7140 hood is what? The bad thing on the 7140 hood is the wiring in the sides. What? There ain't no wiring in the hood. I think you had mistype there, bud. There ain't no wiring in the hood. Biden moment. Yeah, that's what I was kind of figuring. Had no Biden moment there. That's all right. It's Biden's fault, so we'll blame him, not you. Today. LOL. You like that there, makeshift farm? Biden moment? That's what you say when you misspeak or misspell or something to that nature. Biden moment. Happens to the best of us. That it does. And the worst of us. Yeah? Yep. Okay. You know, it looks really pink in here. You guys can see it even on camera. There's a fairly decent sunset out here. Fellas. Let me walk over here and look at it. Well, I usually hate to cut you guys off, but there's a pretty darn nice sunset going on out here. So I think I'm going to take a couple of tractors out here. And, yeah, hey, stop doing that. YouTube, knock it off. I don't know how to zoom back out. There we go. Yeah, so I am going to cut this off here in a second. I'm going to go get some pictures in front of that. 7140 hood has wiring on the side of the hood. It says made in lettering. Writing. Yeah, it doesn't matter because this hood's not included. But somebody just wrote on it with a pen. This came off a 69-110. Thanks, Makeshift Farm. I will be back probably with another live next week. So stay tuned for that. See you later, Blake. Stay tuned for that. And keep an eye out for a video twice a week. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you later.